Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and today we are back with another Mercy Tiara 27-day challenge. So for September, this is our recipe. I love recipe challenges. I think they're definitely one of my favorites. I think they're the easiest to use and one of the most inspiring. So today we had to use either blue or green. We had to use at least 5 papers, at least 5 embellishments. They're allowed to be the same type of embellishment, or you could use different. You needed to do some kind of sprinkling, whether it's splatter, dots, nouveau, sequins, etc. And you needed a 5+ lettered title, and it could be multiple words. And then there was a bonus to use at least 5 photos, but we didn't have to do that part. But I actually did have some photos. I guess I should say right away, this is not my wedding dress, so nobody panic because I know when this goes up, my wedding wouldn't have happened yet. But promise you, you will see plenty of pictures of my actual wedding dress. I just didn't want anyone to think I was throwing this dress out here before the wedding. This was actually my original favorite until I found my dress. So this was the day. The photo of me in the dress actually wasn't this day, but the thing I'm documenting on this page is actually finding my dress, and I'm pretty much showing my second place dress in place of my actual dress because obviously I want to wait to show off my actual dress until the wedding day. So I did have a collage that the little boutique sent me. They were taking pictures kind of throughout the experience, and so I got emailed a lovely little collage of all the photos at the end, which is perfect for a scrapbooker because I'm usually not in the photos. So that was really awesome. We went to a little local business that was called A Formal Occasion, and they were really, really awesome. This was, I think, the first place I went to try on dresses, in which I found the dress pictured, which is my runner-up dress. And I think we went to 4 different places to try on wedding dresses just because I had something specific in my mind that I was really wanting. And I didn't think it was a dress that would be like too hard to find, but at the same time, it wasn't anywhere. I really wanted kind of a rustic, romantic kind of vibe. And I really loved this dress, but it just wasn't quite there. So I tried on four different locations, and then we actually ended up revisiting this location so I could try on my top dress to see, like, should I just go with this one? What do I like about it? And then to see if they had any new things in. And actually this day, like within a week, they had just got a new shipment of dresses in. And I kind of explained what I loved about this dress, but what I felt was missing from this dress. And she was like, actually, you know what? We literally just got a dress in that I think will fit the bill. And I tried it on, and it was the one, and it was really exciting. So I just wanted to document that. My mom came with me, so you can see us in that little photo there. The collage she sent me was a 4x6, but I guess when I sent it to print, they saw the grid of the collage and assumed the photo was a 4x4. So it cut off several of the pictures, but 3 of the pictures I wanted to use on the kind of smaller side were intact. So I pretty much piecemealed this whole photo collage together so that I had 5 photos. I definitely wanted to show off this beautiful runner-up dress. I definitely wanted the photo of me and my mom, but there's a couple other photos to the side there that they had sent me. One of them is when you buy your dress from them, you get to sign their wall, and that was really cool. They really made the experience really special, which I feel like is important for brides. I went to like David's Bridal and Impression Bridal, and I kind of just felt like, a cow being shoved through a chute. Like it wasn't special. You were just, I don't know, money to them, and they didn't treat you like you were a bride trying to buy your special dress for your special day. And so I really appreciate all the extra stuff they kind of did. Once I bought my dress, they gave me a rose, and it had this wire wrapped around the bloom that had a little love charm on it. And so I actually still have that rose. It's dried now, but I still have it because I have a hard time throwing stuff like that away. But I kept the little love charm, obviously, because I'm a scrapbooker, and I really want to use that on the page. So you'll see that kind of pop up later. But I'm using Echo Park's Rustic Elegance, I think this collection is called. Let me grab it. Yes, Rustic Elegance from Cartabella. And I really wanted to kind of stick to a simple color scheme. I definitely wanted pinks, but I knew I needed to get either blue or green, and there is green in this collection. So I went ahead and pulled out a green to kind of just have as this nice horizontal band for all of these paper layers to kind of build off of. I need to use 5 pattern papers, so I'm definitely keeping that in mind. You already see most of them. I used my black chevron as the background. I have this green floral running across horizontally, and then I used the pink geometric pattern to mat all my photos. But there's also a cut apart sheet with 3x4s in which I fussy cut this little envelope from. So I'm going to make sure to get that on the page. So I use that paper. And then all of these little stamps and labels I cut apart from another sheet. So those are my 5 papers I'm using. It really kind of only looks like I'm using 3 and then I just have ephemera. But I actually fussy cut a bunch of this ephemera from the other papers that you don't really see. So I definitely need to get this envelope on here because that is my 5th paper. I have to use that element. I really wanted more layery bits, so I pulled in a glassine bag. I'm really going to try to make that work somewhere. It looks a little awkward right now, but I'll find a spot for it. And then it is wedding, and you kind of think of, lace work and beading and that kind of stuff, sequins. When you think of wedding dresses. So I really wanted to use this big doily from Allie. I had a scrap of this left and it was just the perfect amount to kind of arch around the top of my photo clusters. So I really want to get that on there too. There is a sticker sheet that comes with this collection, and so I'm thinking my stickers, if I can get like 5 stickers on here, that could be my extra elements. So there's a border sticker on here I thought would be really nice. I love this little scallopy border punch I did along the bottom of the green. I think that balances kind of the scallop detail of the doily really nicely. But I love having this edge from this border sticker kind of frame everything. It took me a minute to space it out because this border sticker is slightly smaller than 12 by 12, so it actually didn't reach the edges. But because my photo is going to cover a portion of it, I just tore it where it would be hidden and stretched that gap a little bit, so at least the sticker ran edge to edge on the photo or the paper that you can see. So I'm happy with these layers. I definitely want to build some more. I definitely need some more embellishment, but I'm pretty happy with the placement at least. So I'm going to start gluing things down. I'm trying to keep in mind my recipe. I feel like my papers are good. I got my green. I just really need to remember the rest of the stuff. So the biggest thing I'm working on now is getting my 5 elements. So I already have that one sticker. I just need to look through the sticker sheet and kind of make sure I have at least 5 of the other stuff. So gluing this stuff down. This is actually the same place my mom got her wedding dress. Her wedding was back in February, and her dress was beautiful too. It was just so perfect for her occasion. It was this lovely, soft champagne gold, and it was just really, really nice. And I'm surprised because this place looks so small, but they really had the variety that you wanted, and I was really pleasantly surprised, especially that they had dresses in my size, because I know a lot of boutiques, there's a brand new one off of Marietta Square that I went to that was super, super cute, but they just only had sample sizes, and that's frustrating, trying to, try on something that's very expensive that you kind of get one shot at, and you have to make a judgment call based off of something that's not even fitting you. So I appreciated that this place also had a wide range of sizes, so I could actually try on a dress and see how it actually would look. But I like this glassine bag kind of poking out of the side. I'm starting with an embellishment cluster to the left here. I really wanted to use this pink butterfly off of the sticker sheet. And I just kind of paired it up with a couple of the cut apart labels and tabs from one of the papers. And still this envelope gets shifted around. I almost forget to get this envelope on the page, and then I was going through my checklist when I got kind of towards the end, making sure I had all of the recipe items, and then I was like, oh no, my envelope's not on here. That's one of my papers. But I went back to this one sheet with all the smaller kind of cut aparts, and I'm just finding a few more pieces. I wanted an extra green label, and then I saw a pink little scripty love, and I thought because this butterfly is down here near the green, if I got another green label. I kind of wanted another pink thing to balance the butterfly up there. So I figured if I fussy cut this little love word, I could pair it with the green label and have it on the opposite side of the photos from the butterfly, and that right away would help balance everything, which I really liked. So I'm just going through and fussy cutting all of this stuff. But yeah, I love how that looks. And I'm thinking, I don't think you can see the little charm yet, but the little charm I'm going to stitch next to the butterfly within that cluster. And I think that's super cute. I definitely want you to be able to see this tiny little love charm. It's adorable. And the O is a little heart. And as soon as I saw it on the rose, I was like, I'm scrapbooking this. So that's definitely something important that I want on here. I'm really excited because we're getting married this month. Forever, it has felt like it's been a year away. And I actually had my makeup trial a couple weeks ago, and she was like, you're within a month of your wedding. Are you getting excited? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's within a month type of thing, just because it's felt so far away for so long. So we're definitely getting excited. This is going up after the weekend, but as I'm voiceovering, my bachelorette weekend's coming up, and me and my mom are going to this cutie little town in Helen, Georgia. We love visiting there, and we're just going to go there for the weekend. I kind of already did a bachelorette thing with my sister the week before. We went to a vineyard, but it's just us because my parties in bridal party and wedding is going to be really small just to make me more comfortable. I know I'm going to be a stress case. So it's kind of easy to get the bachelorette events in when you only have like 1 to 2 people to coordinate. But I'm really excited for that. My mom's actually going to come pick me up in a couple hours for us to leave. So but I think I'm messing with the charm now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm just threading some white thread through this little charm, and I'm going to try and thread it through this butterfly all the way to the back of the green paper. I don't want to pierce it all the way through the black paper because I really want the thread and the loose bits to be contained within the page and not just hanging off the back of it. So you can kind of see me fiddling with that. I have this really cute little Amy Tangerine piercing set from Ronnie, so I'm just kind of figuring out how to protect the black paper so I don't go all the way through. And I really like this because once it's through, I secure it with a bunch of washi that's super sticky, and everything's contained behind that green layer, and I don't have to worry about loose threads on the back of the entire layout. So that's just what I'm working on now. But it's kind of fiddly because the charm is really tiny, and then I'm working with these little threads, and then I'm trying to work within these layers without ungluing the whole thing. But I think that works out nice, and I think that charm is so cute. And because that charm is silver, excuse me, that's another thing I wanted to kind of mention. I don't want to go gold on this layout. Part of me kept wanting to pull in gold, but I knew I had this charm that was silver, so I really wanted to stay on the cooler metallics, especially because in the photos it's kind of hard to see, but the wire wrapping around the rose is silver. The clipboard in the top photo is silver. I write my name in silver on the black wall, so I really kind of want to keep with that color scheme. So that's kind of why I decided to do that. But I'm looking at my checklist again. I need to get my title down. I decided just to title it I Found My Dress. There were a couple other options I wanted, but the sticker sheets that come in this collection only really give you like 2 letters of each thing. And this is the only thing I could find that I had all the letters I needed. And I actually forgot to put found in my title. It said my dress or something like that. So I had to pull them off, add the correct word. But in the end, it says I found my dress. And then I just added another, a little heart sticker. So that's another one of my embellishment elements down. But it just takes me a minute to kind of space them all out because they're tile alphas, and I want to make sure they kind of look semi-lined up and not super messy. So now that I realized I was putting the wrong title down or skipped a word, I'm now back and getting the correct title down. But I felt like that was just a nice, easy place to have the title. I just wanted it along the edge, and I kind of wanted it to blend in. I didn't want it to be super distracting, which is why I chose to do the black tile alphas, because I want you to be easily be able to see it, but I don't want it to be the star of the page. I really want you to look at the photos and my layers and the embellishment and that kind of stuff. And then I actually will use these pink tile alphas on the photo of the dress, because I do want to make it clear that this is not my wedding dress. I don't want people to look at this and be like, oh, this was the dress that I found. So I will use the pink tile alphas to just spell out second option on the photo. That way it's labeled like this was the runner-up, this was the second best dress, this was not the dress. So I'm just trying to get that down. And since I added a heart down by the I found my dress title, I don't even know if I've done that yet, but I will. I do also want to add a little heart underneath the second option little subtitle on my photo. So it takes me a minute to get these down too. I think originally I was spelling something else out. Like I think I wanted to call it second choice or something like that. But again, I ran into the same issue where I was going to run out of the letters I needed. So I had to switch up the wording and call it second option. So it just takes me a minute to refigure out my lettering. I did not pre-plan very much on this layout. So I was kind of just flying by the seat of my pants, and misspelling titles and then starting titles and then finding out you don't have words for it is just part of it. So now that I'm getting the correct subtitle down, I'm thinking about the rest of my recipe. I definitely need some more stickers. I definitely need my splatter effect. I wasn't thinking too much about that, the sprinkling, because I was just thinking I was going to use gold Heidi Swap Color Shine. But like I said, I wanted to end up veering away from the gold, so I had to rethink that. I definitely feel like I could have found some enamel shapes or enamel dots that would have gone. I actually do have some Nuvo drops that coordinated too, but they're actually really old bottles, and I have a feeling that they're not going to be super easy to work with. So I actually got some Happy Mail from Lisa recently, and I remember there being a little sequin pack included. So I was really excited to get to use some sequins, especially because the sequins is another thing I think of when I think of wedding dresses. I always think of the lacework and the tulle and the sequins and the sparkle and the beading, and so I think including sequins on the wedding dress page just makes sense to me. So you'll see that too, but that's what I end up doing for my kind of sprinkle effect. But when I first saw this recipe, I was like, ooh, I don't think I'll be able to do the bonus thing. I don't think I have 5 photos at the ready to kind of get on a page. And then I remembered the collage, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually can. So I was really excited I got the bonus aspect of this page down too. But now I'm going in and adding some more stickers. I move around some of these heart stickers a little bit. This is where I remember that I need to get this envelope on the page. So I'm trying to find a home for it. It ends up kind of tucking above the glassine bag in the upper left-hand corner of my photo clusters. But yeah, right there. It takes me a minute to kind of find a spot for it. But yeah, I'm just doing my finishing out embellishment cluster. Sorry, it is really early and I can't talk this morning apparently, but just getting final stuff down. I want to beef out these clusters a little bit. I definitely want to make sure I have enough stickers on here to fulfill the requirement. I really like this green heart shifted up by the envelope, but I still wanted a heart down here by my subtitle, so I went and found another heart sticker to go down there. So I think at this point I do have 5 stickers. I added a little border sticker to the side. I think by the end of the layout I end up with 6. So I'm covered on the embellishments. So the last thing I really have to do is the splatter. So this is the little goodie bag that Lisa sent me. There's really cute little epoxy hearts in here. I was really excited to see those. I think those are adorable, but I'm going to save those for a brighter layout. This one's more kind of muted, so I really wanted to go for the sparkle over a bold color. So you can see this little sequin mix. There is some pink, but I'm going to go for the smaller sequins that are more of a neutral color. And when the light hits them certain ways, they do read pink, and some of them kind of read iridescent depending on how the light's hitting them. But I thought it went with the page perfectly. So you can see my Nuvo glue. This is my favorite glue when I need a glue that dries clear. You guys know I love my Tombow Mono Multi Glue. It's really strong. It's really sticky. But it does dry yellow, and because these are kind of translucent sequins, I wanted something that would dry clear, so that's why I'm going with my Nuvo glue. I love, love, love that glue. And you can see me kind of picking through these sequins. Initially, I'm like, I really want that random scattered effect that I see people do all the time. I think it looks so cute. I just wanted this random sprinkling of sequins along the diagonal corners of the page. And then I do what I always do, where it looks messy and not cute, and then I start shifting everything and then it no longer looks random. So I kind of change up my idea a little bit, and instead of going exactly corner to corner with a sequin random scatter, I'm just going to do a cluster of sequins around the edge of the doily. And then I'm going to add a couple sequins in my little butterfly cluster on the opposite side, just so there are sequins on either side of the page. You get that sparkle. It's not really that random look, but it was a look I was comfortable with, because when I tried the random look, whatever reason, when I do it, it just doesn't look right. So I'm shifting everything and getting it into position, and then I'll go through and glue them all down. But after this, I'm pretty much done. I really don't feel the need to journal. I feel like everything is pretty much covered within my photos, my title, and my subtitle. I'm really excited to share this one with you. I really wanted to show you guys this dress, because even though it wasn't the dress I ended up choosing, I really thought it was beautiful and deserved a page and deserved to be remembered, because for a really long time this was my top choice up until I found the dress and then it was immediately replaced, but still beautiful, and I still do love it. So going through and gluing down all the Nouveaux, I think I'm going to go ahead and just cut this part out so you don't have to watch me glue down every single sequin. So close-ups are coming up here in a minute. If you want to play along with these challenges, go to Facebook. There is a group called Mercy Tiara's 27-Day Scrappy Challenge, and you can play along with us. There's not a prize, but someone's randomly chosen and they get to pick the challenge for the next month, and it's a really good group of people. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.